Hello, I'm Sheriff Rambosk, and I want to welcome you to On Scene. Hi, I'm Kevin Rambosk, Sheriff of Collier County. In 2010, the Collier County Sheriff's Office received 480,255 calls for service. 129,240 of those calls were made through our 911 system. That's an average of 355 911 calls per day. I would like to remind everyone the importance of our 911 system and the proper way to use it. This DVD will provide you with the proper techniques and information so you are better prepared in case you need to dial 911.
Have you ever wondered when to call 911? Is the person hurt or in danger? Do you need the police, fire, or medical assistance? Since 911 is for emergencies only, if you are uncertain of whether to call 911 or not, go ahead and call 911. Emergency call takers can determine if you need an emergency response and can route responders to the correct location.
If you call 911, don't hang up until instructed to do so. 911 call takers are trained to ask the correct questions so they can obtain important information quickly and relay to emergency responders for appropriate response. If you call 911 by accident, stay on the line until you can tell the call taker there is no emergency. Otherwise, they'll have to call you back or dispatch responders to your location.
When calling 911, do your best to stay calm and answer all questions. Staying calm when calling 911 can be one of the most difficult but most important things you can do when calling 911. It is very important to stay as calm as possible and answer all the questions call taker asks. These questions, no matter how irrelevant they seem, are important in helping the first responders to you as fast as possible.
Help call takers help you. Listen and answer questions asked about your situation. By doing this, it helps the call taker understand your situation, and they will be able to assist you with your emergency until the appropriate police, fire, or medical units arrive. Know your address, apartment number, phone number, or the name of the business or apartment that you're in.
The wireless caller must be aware that the 911 center that answers the call may not be the 911 center that services the area the wireless caller is calling from. Look for landmarks, cross streets, and additional information that can help responding units determine your exact location. Knowing your location is vital to getting appropriate police, fire, and EMS response.
It is very important that you post your address clearly and prominently at the entrance of your driveway as well as on your house. Try using something reflective or illuminated so it can be seen in evening as well as daylight hours. Do not assume, since your mailbox is marked, that you have properly posted your 911 address. Your mailbox is not always marked on both sides and is not always at the entrance of your driveway. Posting your address clearly and in several places will alleviate any confusion as to whether emergency responders have the correct location.
Teach your children how to call 911. Be sure they know what 911 is and how to dial from your home and cell phone. Teach them to trust the call taker to send help. Make sure your child physically can reach at least one phone in your home. When calling 911, make sure they know their name, parent's name, their telephone number, and most importantly, their address. Teach them to answer all questions asked by the call takers and to stay on the phone until instructed to hang up.
Educate everyone in your home or office on the use of the phone system and cell phone. Some business phones need to have a 9 dialed for an outside line before dialing 911. Teach your children how to use your phone system prior to the need arising. A cordless phone can be advantageous in an emergency, but also has its limitations. You can take the phone to the patient to check for vital signs and administer first aid. Some cordless phones will not work during an electrical outage, so you may want to consider keeping a secondary phone that is hardwired. Having multiple people in an emergency also can help. One person can stay with the patient and update the call taker while another goes outside to flag down emergency responders. Only a small amount of information is needed before units are dispatched. We will ask your address, apartment number, name of your apartment or housing development, a phone number, and exactly what happened so we know what units will be needed to assist you. Emergency responders will then respond, and we will continue to ask questions to update emergency responders and aid you in instructions for patient care.
There are many 911 emergency calls that are received each and every day. Prank calls to 911 waste time and are considered to be illegal. Be sure all members of your household are aware that prank or harassing phone calls will be dealt with by local law enforcement agencies.
Well, I have the pleasure this morning of letting you know that you've been selected as the Distinguished Public Service Member for Law Enforcement. And I have the pleasure of chairing that parade, so I wanted you to know how delighted we are. And just think you really deserve every one of these accolades that you get. So I'm just going to give you this. It's just a total.
You know, and it's a teamwork award, it really is, on behalf of everybody. So on behalf of everybody in District 7, in the agency, crime prevention, youth outreach and everything, you know, thank you, but greatly appreciate it. Just totally.
Okay. Pat O'Connor, I'm Vice Chair of the committee this year. General Mike Cohen is the chair, he could not be here this morning. But you will be honored publicly on October 12th at breakfast here in town with your family. And we just thank you for all you do to protect citizens of Tiger.
Mark does a terrific operational job day to day, has developed all the members that work together as a team. He's done a lot of community outreach, which has been very, very successful, particularly in the drug prevention areas. And I think what we know him most for is working with Special Olympics, and along with Sue Gentry, have represented this agency and each of us extremely well over the years. And we just want to congratulate you for everything.
my name is Corporal Ken Vila with the Collier County Sheriff's Office Youth Relations Bureau, and I want to talk to you about strangers. First, I would like to let you know that there are two categories of strangers. Good strangers are people who may immediately ask for help during an emergency, such as a police officer, school teacher, security guard, or a store clerk. A bad stranger is someone who approaches you and wants you to get into a car, someone who wants you to walk with them to an unknown location, or grabs you or touches you inappropriately. A bad stranger may also approach you and begin to make comments about you that may make you feel uncomfortable. Here are a few important tips to protect you from bad strangers. Always know your location, such as street names and intersections. Never walk in areas that you're not familiar with, and especially alone. Use the buddy system and avoid walking anywhere alone. If a bad stranger approaches you, do not speak to him or her. Never approach a stranger in a motor vehicle. Just keep walking. Do not accept candy or any other items from a stranger. Never walk off with a stranger, no matter what he or she tells you. Trust your instincts. If you feel you're being followed or something's just not right, seek help immediately. If a stranger grabs you, do everything you can to stop him or her from pulling you away. Do whatever it takes to attract the attention of others who can help you. If someone is dragging you away, scream, "This is not my dad, this is not my mom." The most important tip is to tell someone what happened right away. If you have any questions or need further information, please contact your school resource officer or call the Collier County Sheriff's Office at 252-9300.
Hello, my name is Sergeant Chris Gonzalez with the Collier County Sheriff's Office Safety Traffic Enforcement Bureau. Speeding, unsafely changing lanes, following a vehicle too closely, improper passing, and violating a traffic control device are all careless driving behaviors and constitute aggressive driving. Unfortunately, society has a tendency to view some forms of aggressive driving as acceptable behavior. But did you know that approximately 2/3 of all automobile fatalities and injuries are related to some sort of aggressive driving? And that drivers 18 to 25 years of age are the most likely group to take the greatest risks, such as street racing. Aggressive driving is not acceptable. The consequences to aggressive driving can be devastating and lead to life-altering events, which may include hefty fines, imprisonment, severe personal injury, and even death. It is important to realize that you're putting your life, as well as the lives of others, at risk. Don't engage in risky driving behavior. Obey our traffic laws. They exist to keep you safe. It's just that simple.
We hope you've enjoyed our program, and we look forward to seeing you next month. Thank you for being our partner for a safe community.